It's clear somebody wants to play or attempting to play in your energy, Aquarius. Guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I'm trying my best to be very patient because I just recorded a whole 40-minute video and it just vanished. That's why all the cards are out like that. Now I have to replay everything. Fuck this. What are they obsessed with Aquarius for? I'm about to recap this whole video, and now we're going to know why. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Man, feel free. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It all started with confidence is your key to success, the rock star. Hold on. I don't need any of these. Okay. The angel, no, not the angel of truth. Confidence is your key, the rock star, soulmate. What else? That's the second half. The first 20 minutes was boom, but bing, but boom. And the King of Wands. Okay? That's King of Wands. Clearly, what clarified the confidence is your key to success was the devil, the three of pentacles. No, that clarified the soulmates. No, it didn't. The devil and the three of pentacles. Okay? And you being a rock star, I'm a million different things at a million different times. I'm made with no apologies. Okay? You had your guard down with people. You were open and transparent and sharing your vision with people who did not appreciate it. They were not worthy of the experience of you. Oh yeah. And I think what else made the kind of threw the algorithm off with the negative Nancy's was I'm doing an extended month of Aquarius because Aquarius was attempted to be muted. Okay? And it's like you set out to do something, and it's like the black hand from the Godfather. And as you kept rising up, you built something from scratch. As you continue to get better and better and better at it. And I saged your whole reading, and this bullshit still happened. That's okay. They get mad. Mad make them matter. Okay? Because I'm still going to say what I want to say. This is any Aquarius placement. 12 houses, planetary placements, North Node, South Node, Lilith, wherever you got Aquarius at. Your mama could be an Aquarius, okay? I got this premonition as at approximately 12:01 a.m. last night because Aquarius was attempted to be muted. So we're doing it. I'm just spiritually led to do it, okay? For an additional month. And then as I was doing the readings, as the different zodiac sign seasons progressed, after this additional month of Aquarius then it continues with Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and everybody. It's like I started this in Libra season, so it'll end with Virgo. That would make a year of completion for all 12 zodiacs. But Aquarius, Aquarius, man or woman was slighted for a while. It could be for years. It could be decades. I'm hearing 30 years. Some of you are not that mature yet, but if it's not you, it was your mom or an aunt or somebody important to you, an ancestor, a great aunt, great grandmother, grandmother. It could be your parents or something that happened during Aquarius season. Something is significant. That's why I'm required to extend it. Okay, that was a beautiful ass reading, and it's gone. That's all right because I'm about to recapture it. When you have a moment, some of that stuff can't be like reiterated again, but we're going to damn sure try. Anyway, you might have felt like it might have got the best of you for like a split second that people were trying to like either steal your progress or stop you from doing it. Oh yeah, that's something that stuck out. Initially, for those who would talk about you behind your back with all your new creative endeavors, or just you wanting to just be independent from people who mean you no damn good. It's okay. Okay? Because your ancestors went through the same thing. Anyway, that's what these two cards was. What was I talking about? Confidence is your key to success. You're going to propel yourself forward and you're going to speak your truth. Okay? No matter what it is, what it consists of. Okay? This speaks to certain people who unjustly were like connecting with people with the soulmate card right here. The two cards that clarified that was the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Cups. So it was like partnerships that were based off the wrong stuff, devaluing, not having the right boundaries up. You have the Rockstar card, and it was clarifying that was the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Knights of Wands. People were just like in and out just as fast as they were in it, they were out of it, or you were in and out of connections, like totally disloyal, non-committal. Is either if you weren't the disloyal one, but the energy I picked up on is you were always the loyal one. And you had such a big heart, you were attracting a lot of people who didn't mean no good. But when I see the Devil and the Three of Pentacles, it wasn't toxic. It was about you working on yourself. It's like that narrow focus to zone in and just really just get down to, like, if you're going to do this, it's like you change your mindset to change your life. Because there's no, Aquariuses are fixed energy. So what their mind is made up to do something, that's what they're fixed on. So for a while, it was like that for you. The King of Wands was clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. It's like whatever you dreamt of, how you kept envisioning it, you finally brought it to fruition with the Nine of Pentacles. Now that I'm reading this again, it's some stuff that I can add to what I already said. It might be a shorter reading because of it, because I done summed it all up now. The Nine of Pentacles is the generation after. So I could be speaking for somebody's mother. Now, fucking reading disappeared. I hate that shit. Why did you do that? Because somebody don't want your truth to be out. Fuck them. Your angel of truth. As I was articulating, if you notice, like, this is like a lot of communication. This represented a depression, or you overcoming a depression, or just the idea is depressing that you were so down and devoted and loyal to people who just they were not worthy of you. Okay? And it's like death to like who you used to be. Okay? You mourned the person who will allow somebody to do that. And then there was like the two arrows this way. Is another card in here that has arrows on it as well. Where are they? There's two arrows there, and it's in here somewhere. It's another card that has two arrows on it. I'm not playing. Like, I'm going to find it. It's somewhere in here. Oh, here. The Muse of Poetry. You notice how her hands has two arrows on it. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. It was a lesson for you. It's like, I'll never be that kind of open with people who is just cursing it behind my back. Okay, it's a big omen. Like for you, it's a positive one because it's learning. I feel like a creative endeavor for you is somebody wants to write a tell-all book. But this is the Muse of Poetry. So you could be writing a book of poetry or just your truth. You're the angel of truth. And it's interesting how in this picture, the two arrows is in her neck. Even if it could be a person who has tattoos on them, but the two arrows are pointing at each other. And these arrows are pointing at each other. So you were kind of in your own way for so much of the experience. And now you're overcoming that. Okay? What else? You started off as the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and ended up being the Queen of Pentacles with the World. You're more of your energy, fixed, new endings to new beginnings. You'll never have the old me again. It's like you went from this sad person to this person, but it's like inside out, okay? like spiritually equipped, more protective, more value, more care for yourself. You also came out as the Ten of Pentacles with the poetry and the Angel of Truth and hold your vision. It's like, why can't I do what I want to do? Whether people want to talk about it or not. You end up having 3 5s here. It was the Five of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles with the Earth, with the Temperance. I was about to say the Earth Angel. Listen, it's an Earth Angel that plays a significant role in this whole experience. It's taking this Earth Angel to bypass by any means necessary to leave these people out in the cold, where they left you out in the cold. You're now coming to accept the fact that I was left out in the cold the whole time. I was dismissed, discarded, and so is my little ones, the Earth Angel. That wasn't in the first reading, but now I'm seeing it like that. Okay. 9 of Cups and 3 Pentacles was on top of the Muse of Poetry. The 9 of Cups is like, you see how they had, that's like wish fulfillment. Okay. And the 3 of Pentacles, this came up twice because you already had 3 of Pentacles with the Devil. So that's somebody who is dead set, focused, and determined, narrow focus to work on themselves. People freak out when they see the Devil card. It's not always representing toxicities. Okay. It's like you obsessed with who you're aspiring to be, and it's going to make you a whole rock star. This is eccentric rock star right here. An eccentric rock star. Rock star is, I'm a million different things at a million different times. I'm me with no apologies. That's inspiration for somebody. Confidence is your key to success. You teaching people what they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, you're teaching somebody something new. You could have been raised by Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and you turn out to be the Queen of Pentacles in the upright with the World card. Like, it's protection. There's no bending. There's no breaking. You cannot tear this person down. This person's is not built off of a faulty foundation, with the irony that this person was raised by Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And that's multiple people. Queen of Pentacles in reverses. Okay? The 10 of Pentacles was clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. It's like you got yourself together. You self-educated yourself. And you had the mental clarity in which direction you're going to go in next. It made you more of a successful person. Now, 10 Pentacles is not just money. It has nothing less to do with money and more to do with you got your shit together. Death and transformation and the 5 of Wands is what was clarified in regards to the Angel of Truth. And what I got from that with the other reading is your ancestors, it's a long lineage of the women in your family, something to do with confidence and you being a rock star, having that star quality. Someone tried to take it from you as a child. And you have a lineage of your mother went through it, your grandmother went through it, that you just have that ability, you have that quality about yourself. This is a big lesson of quality over quantity for a lot of people, and how people would just be behind your back, cursing you out, tearing you down. Your family always went through this, and I think it stops with you. Oh yeah, the 7 of Cups was clarifying the 7 of Wands. I am me with no apologies. Anything I envision, I'm bringing it to life with no influence, outer influence. Where is this? Well, this 3 of Swords was clarified by the 6 of Cups. This is how people are feeling now. Where they isolated you, they left you, they have nostalgia about you. A lot of this happened as a child with past tense energy with the 6 of Cups. You've been had the same vision. You see that little baby right there? You cannot tell her she's not a rock star. And you grew up reiterating, you reconnected with your inner child instead of internalizing feelings of being rejected and not accepted. You don't need to be accepted by these people. And the Hangman, it's like knowing that is making sure like you have to follow your tuition. You got better with that. With the third eye, the intuition this is more self-inflicted energy. You don't have to sit in sadness or sit in any kind of turmoil. The worst of it is over with the ten of Swords, of course. And the Ten of Wands was the burden that they thought they left you in by being burdened by other people's neuroses is a no-go. Okay? They also thought that you being on your own would be a lot harder than it may be. The way they envisioned it is just unrealistic. You're naive or just a plain asshole for wanting to be on your own and building something on your own. Like everybody who left you the fuck behind was whether it's a parental figure, partners who was in and out of your life, like with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, like whatever it was based on was shallow, superficial, not realistic. With the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands was in the reverse. There's no boundaries. And you notice now it's in the upright. As we progress with the reading, the two cards that was in reverse ended up being in the upright as we progress with the reading, which was the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Like nobody's going to come in and dictate to you what your value is with that Knight of Wands just coming in and out of your life. Disrespecting you. It's not always a sexual thing. It's a broad interpretation to that, whether it's family as well as whether it's family by blood or marriage. It applies to both. And these Ten of Wands is like they spitefully left you to figure out whether it be parental discretion advised and how to be an entrepreneur. Like, how am I going to they left you to figure all this shit out. But confidence is your key to success. And you end up being a fucking rock star, telling your truth and holding your vision. Hold your vision. Okay. It pissed off a lot of fucking Happy Meals, which is a lot of people who are not in touch with their inner child. So they're in their second childhood, which is pathetic. Eight of Wands is a yes. What was the Eight of Wands with? The Five of Cups. It's like that sadness and that depression. The Three of Wands, patience. You also have the Two of Cups here twice, but they're both in the upright. With the Page of Cups, now you want to be friends? Now that they see that you figured it out without them. If I sound like my voice is cracking, like I'm about to cry, it's because I am, because that's the energy. Somebody was shaking. I was shaking when I initially did this message, going through the motions. It's because somebody really fucking made it out of a hell that someone intended for them to stay stuck in. Like no matter what the trap was or the entrapment was, you saw yourself through it. And it's like the example I gave was how a butterfly starts off as a caterpillar. So nothing about any experiences you had in the past defines you. The caterpillar transitioning into a butterfly is a very difficult experience. It's very difficult and it's very painful. But once you transition into the butterfly, you're never the caterpillar again. You never have to go through that again. And then I gave the example of the pursuit of happiness. And it's like, you saw what Will Smith went through that whole fucking movie. How he had to figure out entrepreneurship and parental discretion advice because the counterpart or the co-parent that he was with decided, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be his mom. I just want to go find myself and be free. Christopher, staying with me. You are weak. Or whatever. And she just didn't want to hear that shit. She ran away. And you saw all the shit that he went through with that baby in his arms. Remember, he locked himself in the bathroom. The janitor was trying to get in the bathroom. You saw the tears going down his face. It's like he wanted to get into the stock market, which I don't blame you. Stock market is where it's at. If you're into that kind of thing. It's high intense, fast paced, a lot of money. And at the end, fast forward to the end, he hustled his toes was probably bleeding by the end of every night with how hard he hit the fucking ground running and going through the initial experiences. It's like, it don't never seem like you're going to come out of these experiences as you're initially going through them. But at the end, when they said you got the job, it was like a 6-month internship where you did not get paid for. You had to prove yourself. And he was like, was it easy for you? No, it wasn't easy for me. You dig? Like his income tax got seized. He was homeless a couple times, in and out of hotels. Like all kinds of shit happened to him and his baby. You dig? When I see this card, I see family more than I see friends. But it could be a combination of both. It could even be your person or the third parties, third, fourth, and fifth parties, that the people who's supposed to be your wife, your husband, you know, and they're entertaining people at your expense with the public humiliation. But like I said, confidence is your key to success. Okay, you had 3 5s here. Everything is here except the 5 of Swords. Okay. But, and then when I saw this card, it's like, you have the gift of patience. One thing I said about this card is like, you see the door. I didn't see the door at first. Now I see the door. The same door they shut you out of. Okay. With this door, the mental imprison. Okay. You face the storm by yourself. The three of Wands is all about patience. And you see the domino effect of things. When one thing fuck up, all kinds of shit start fucking up with the pursuit of happiness. In your pursuit of happiness. And just because you pray a lot don't mean it makes it easier. It just means you're going to come out with a sense of humility, insight, mental clarity. With the Queen of Swords clarified by the Ace of Swords, is like a lot of things will be set in place, will be established within your spirit as you go through it. Like any story about the prophets, the messengers of God, none of their stories was easy just because they're the messengers of God. Now, I'm just adding this in this particular reading. I didn't say that the first time. You have to realize the Messiah, Muhammad, everybody from Ibrahim, all their experiences was calamity after calamity after calamity, just to establish God's word, because the people was Najis Kafirs, okay? These people, like I said, this water looks like the turbulence, since the tides are really high and things like that. And it's like, it does establish patience. You have to weather that storm many times, just like they did. But it got you here. It went from the 3 of Swords to the 6 of Swords, but it left people in your past in that nostalgia energy where they locked you out. Okay? Just as they locked you out, they pushed you through that storm. It's like, I don't want to put up with that. You'll put up with that. You dig what I'm saying? And it's like, well, fine. Don't nobody want to, you're not in support of me. I will not be in support of you. It's nothing to be fist fighting about. It's like, you're absolutely right. Because when I get on the other side of this journey, it's just going to be me. See how calm and still that water is now? That peace and tranquil? You earned it. You have to go through that big tide of water that just like could have that potential of washing you away, potentially killing you. Heavy emphasis, like the Titanic. All that fucking water killed all them people. Very few people survived out of everybody that was on that boat. The boat was already overpacked. It only had the capacity for 2,400 passengers. It had 3,000 people on it. When the lifeboats could only fill up to 1,500 people, and they wasn't filling all the boats up, if you remember the story. It could only save 1,500 people. So either way you look at it, people was going to die any goddamn way. It was just destined for a disaster. And that's how they perceived this journey. Or perceived something about your anointings. It caused a reaction like this could be a disaster for me. Obviously, because you're ruled by jinns. I'm talking to the other people who challenge you, like these 5 of Wands, these people in the background, looking at you weather a storm. But like I said, the worst of it, so much of it is over. Okay? You didn't have to stay in that energy. You pulled yourself out of that energy. That's what this is. This is self-inflicted. It's like, if I got the key to success, the key to success is in you. It's in you. Okay? Because you are taking accountability. You are balancing this initial card of the King of Wands with this Queen of Swords clarified by the Ace of Swords. So that is a balance of yin-yang energy. Like the Temperance card right here is a balance of yin-yang energy. Now, again, what I said about this is like, you could have very easily handled this situation. This is a two-headed doctor, right? He got pouring out 2 cups of water. It's like, I could go about it the religious way, or we can go about it the street way. Plenty of times you could have fucked people up over what they did to betray you. But because you made the effort to weather the storm by yourself without purposely bringing additional karmic retribution or additional drama onto you. It's like you carrying a load by yourself. They already expecting you to break, to buckle. You dig what I'm saying? So the situation didn't really call for you to go on nobody's shit. They cut their own nose off to spite their face, as they say. You just hit the ground running and you didn't look back with the 8 of Wands. And you did it quick. Everything you told about your vision and your dreams, like instead of just sitting there daydreaming about it like that hangman or whatnot, you brought it into fruition. So that 7 of Cups turned into a 9 of Pentacles. See how she's fruitful by herself? She looks good. She feels good. She went from the Queen of Pentacles in reverse to the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. And I forget what this 2 of Cups was associated with. As I keep talking, I'll figure it out. Okay? Again, y'all, I did a whole reading that was like 40-something minutes long. And I'm summing it up now. It would probably be a shorter reading, but that's why all the cards were here. I actually shuffled all these cards and laid them out and built them up. And it's okay. Okay? What I didn't see when I initially saw this card was the door. And you bravely went through that door. Now, like the other example I gave with the 6 of Swords was Pharaoh and his army, how they got drowned in the sea. That mercy, like the mercy of God is on you, like the mercy of God was on those people. You know, he split the sea, but I used the example of a bridge, okay? Because there's a reading I did like a year ago, I don't know, it goes far back, where you're going, you can't take nobody with you. Okay, so when you cross that bridge, it could be like spiritual, like a mercy, where it's an impossible thing for these people to get to where you're at. But it was a bridge created for you. Like God split the water for the people. And Pharaoh, dumbass, and his army tried to go through the water too. And he closed the water up and they drowned. So the example I gave with this is you went through that door, that storm, that bridge was created for you through the mercy of God. And he let you cross it. Now, it looks simple on the picture. It looks close in proximity, but it's not possible without no kind of bridge or something, no kind of inkling to get from one side to the next. It's like once you cross that bridge, once you cross that path, the bridge is not going to be there anymore for anybody to cross it. They're not going to be able to cross it. They're going to be over here, and you're going to be over here. That can also represent heaven and hell, because when everything is said and done, it won't be a up here and down here. It will be, there's heaven and then there's hell. Like the people in hell can see the people in heaven. They're going to be reaching out, asking for water. And it's like, well, when I needed your support, you didn't want to help me. You were greedy. And that's the same thing God is going to say to them. It's like, when I needed water, you did not give me drink. Now, that doesn't mean it in a way where we as human beings intake water. It just means he has rights over everything he created, and people actually walk through life without fulfilling those rights to the Most High. When he wakes you up, when he wakes everybody up in the morning, except for those who pass away in their sleep. Everybody knows what that means is when you're asleep, God takes the souls out of your body. You don't know what's going on because you're not in your body. He only returns the souls to certain people. If somebody died in their sleep, it's because he didn't put the soul back in there. They transitioned out and they never came back because he never put it back. So it could be heaven for you while you went through hell, because like the messengers went through a lot of calamities and a lot of suffering, a lot of trifling shit happened to them because they wanted to worship God by himself or establish a message to worship God by himself. You could have been the same way. Now you're setting the example for those before you as well as those after you. Don't underestimate the generations before you. They may be older than you, but they're not always wiser than you. So sometimes it takes the next generation to teach you humility, to put you back on that straight and narrow path. God guides whom he wills. He uses whoever he wants to deliver his sermon. So once you get to that side, there's no way to get back. There's no reason to backtrack. You don't backtrack because that would mean you doubting the Most High, and you feel like that would make you a disbeliever of some sort, or somebody, like a disbeliever. But since you believed, this is straight and narrow path. You just hit the ground running and you never went back. So that can make people feel abandoned because they don't have your energy like they once did. They can't siphon you. They can't take nothing from you. And without you, they ain't shit. Not like your God, but it's just that they took They abused the resource that was supposed to be an earth angel for them and a guidance out of darkness for them, because that's who God used to deliver the sermon. And you didn't always have the right belief system in place or the right kind of discernment practice to where people could just run in and out like that. People being misused by other gens. I didn't say that the first time, but I see it this way now with the Seven of Wands in reverse. It's like you have no protection. Your guard is down. And that's clarifying the Knight of Wands. Like anybody could come in for the picking. You have to learn how to sink or swim and defend yourself. And the Seven of Wands ended up being in the upright. But I also, how I articulated it the first time, is like you getting out of your own way. I mean, yeah, people would come in and just take what they want and then leave. Okay. And that also represented you getting out of your own way. But as I progressed with the reading, the Seven of Cups was also here twice. The seven, and that was clarified by the Seven of Wands. It's like where you're going, they can't come with you. So you made sure you took every accountability with that King of Wands. If you're going to bring something, if you have a vision, or if you've been given the premonition by the Most High, you dig what I'm saying? You got that third eye chakra, that Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords. You know, you have mental clarity. You educated yourself. You learned exactly what you needed to learn to establish success for yourself, like a rock star. So it's like the honor and the integrity and the respect is in place. And the people have no choice but to respect you. The Ten of Pentacles is not always money. That's healthy. Inside out, beginning from the inside out. You educated yourself because where you came from, nobody wasn't trying to help you. So you saw that, and that's on top of the Ten of Pentacles. But then anything you envision, anything you ask for, you see how that light is coming down? Anything you think about comes into fruition. So be careful and you put up the right boundaries. I'm never telling anybody that is not my fucking friend again. My premonition, goals, and aspirations, because all the fuck they want to do is iron it. It's like they don't want to steal it. They didn't steal it for themselves. They just wanted to stop you. They didn't have the common sense you had. I don't care what it looked like on the surface or how much somebody run their mouth. They didn't have your common sense, your insight, your creativity, your guidance, your protection, your intuition. Well, I think that's the gist of everything. I recaptured everything. And that was the gist of the reading. They're like, now they want to come back and say sorry, or just want to come back and see where they could pick up where they took off, where they left off. They want to be friends. No, I don't know if they want to ease karma or not, but it's a thing where keep in mind that you don't have to speak to them or even be around these people if you don't want to. You don't have to do that no more. Because even the Seven of Cups and the Two of Cups can add up to be that Nine of Cups. And it was clarified by the Five of Wands. So that's coming with chaos and controversy. Okay? You separated. Remain hopeful. Remain patient for the right kind of people to be in support of you. And I feel like you have the right kind of, you practice the right kind of common sense and discernment. And God is with you anyway. Okay, with the Devil and the Three of Pentacles turned you into the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. You take really good care of yourself. You take much better care of yourself and not allowing anybody to have a fucking seat in your energy or at your table. Okay, it's petty. Page of Cups is like, can we talk? Sending text messages. Hi, can we be friends? Can we be, again, what we once was? Little petty stuff. And I think initially I said, fuck no. You can't be where I'm at. You can't come where I'm going. You didn't go through what I've been through. You can't feel how I feel. You did not go through this shit with me. You closed the fucking door as you attempted to act like we was on the same page and you shut me out. You attempted for me to look fucked up. This person's crying. This person speaks from a place of a place and space of pain. Okay? And it looks like the angel of truth here. Somebody does have tattoos, but them arrows really stuck out to me. Where's that other card with the arrows? Oh, the Muse of Poetry. It's a lot like this Muse of Poetry. You're going to write down, you're going to tell your truth. one hand washes the other, or the left hand, don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. I got all kinds of messages, but I noticed that was truth. Okay? Sometimes it just kind of gives me the premonition that I had to do a little bit of crooked just to get out of it, just to get out of that web of deceit, web of chaos, web of drama, to detach from where I came from. That's my truth, angel of truth. That's a part of your healing. But everything I got it on my own. Like I made a nice living for myself. I can accomplish things on my own. Sorry about the appearance. There's money right here, wine, a passport, food, books, different things that represents wish fulfillment for you. So, I mean, I'll say a prayer for you because I don't wish bad on anybody. That will fuck up my good time. But I don't see them talking now. With that Five of Pentacles, they looking kind of scarce. They looking crazy right now because they wish that for you. Well, Aquarius, like I said, I will extend Aquarius readings for another month unless I'm led to do something different. But that's the energy I picked up very heavily. Okay? This is an entrepreneur anyway. Somebody who educated themselves on what they wanted to do and how they wanted to do it. And God gave you the clarity and the common sense and the wits to know the difference, to separate your rights from your wrongs. Okay? And it's forgiveness. It's repentance. At the end of the day, the only friend you had through it all was the Most High. And it's forgiveness. It could even be pardoning in some instances. But even like it's fishies right here. Like even though she's there, what's in her heart? You know, there's people that want to attack your heart like that. You see these blue fish right here? There's something with the blue, okay? The things that stuck with you that people wanted to make you believe about yourself that weren't true. Even this muse of poetry, if you can't see it on the camera, it looks blue. Now, there's a Great Depression that you kind of shook off of you. And now you have a voice. Somebody tried to take your voice is what I get a lot from this reading. And the worst of it is over because you're not around people who can talk down to you no more, or you just took their power away by speaking your voice. Now they depressed. They sad. They want to talk. Okay? Fuck no. Okay? Stay in the past. You are a past. You are my past for a reason, and there's not a future in it. This is nostalgia. This has nothing to do with the future. Okay? This is like small talk. Like, I don't know what they want. But they can't have you. Okay? Aquarius, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.